Jimmy, how frustrating was that goal line situation with 1 yard, especially that was something that gave you guys trouble last year, and I know you've been working on it a lot.
It's heartbreaking and embarrassing, so.
Jimmy, you guys seem to get something going in the second half. You had a couple big runs from Vincent Davis. What did you think started to change the tide for the run game later, as opposed to some of the struggles you guys had early on?
I think the O-line got more comfortable in there, got into a groove, and also we were pretty pass heavy, so it kind of caught them off guard when we were running it. So we had some favorable fronts that we ran into, and they were good play calls, and we executed it. So.
Jimmy, I know Pat talked a lot about wanting to be a little bit more balanced this year than last year, but a lot of times today, Kenny was the most effective runner that you guys had on the field. Why has the running game not been able to sort of get any sort of consistency going?
I can tell you for today, we had a good game plan in, and we got beat up. We got beat a couple times in the first couple series, and I mean that 3rd and 1, I got straight up beat on a nose guard, and when your center gets beat on wide zone against a nose guard, I mean, the play's over, so it's nobody else's fault but mine. I'm responsible for the O-line. We take responsibility for the run game, and, you know, when you can't run the ball effectively in the first couple series, your coordinator loses confidence in the offensive line, and I don't blame him one bit. We didn't deserve a run call, and we'll be better next week, and it's the O-line's fault.
Jimmy, it looked like tensions were pretty high after the game there from some of the players. As a leader in the locker room, what can you do to try to keep everyone composed and get ready for next week?
Just make sure that we take a lesson from this loss, and that this loss doesn't go to waste. Like I said earlier, it's heartbreaking that this happens. Our senior class, we have a high standard for this 2020 team, and that standard's not going to change. And we're going to be a lot better next week.
Any final questions for Jimmy?
Jimmy, that's what's most disappointing about this loss is that you guys have a veteran team with a lot of seniors, and you couldn't hold a lead, and you had a lot of penalties also.
It was an embarrassing game for us. You know, we want to play like champions. We want to be champions at the end of the year, and we didn't play like that today. And we have to be better next week. Yeah, it was just disappointing, Jerry.
10 tackles for loss. I mean, that's quite a bit. I mean, can you point that to anything that they were doing to have that success?
No, I'll have to go back and watch the film to pinpoint stuff, but I know I didn't play at my best.
No.